go from Heinz Field as Chris Boswell tees it up and boots it away. And a fair catch signaled for and taken successfully. Heinz, his first carry. And right away, they're going to stack him up right at the line of scrimmage. Call it no gain on the game's first play. And it's second down now.
Second and 10 at the 25-yard line.
Off play action. Fields sliding out of the pocket toward the right sideline, but it's incomplete.
Had the right idea there, trying to throw it to the sideline, but he led him just a little bit too much, trying to get it out to his receiver. Ends up falling to the ground, incomplete.
So now an early 3rd and 10 here on their opening drive. Here's Fields. And the catch is made here by Tyler Lockett. The 20. And all the way in. Touchdown, New England. Tyler Lockett with touchdown number 7 on the year. And the Pats have taken the early lead. Extra point splits the uprights, and that makes the score 7-0.
Steelers, nothing. Jake Bailey to kick off for the Patriots.
Bailey now to kick it away after the touchdown. And here comes a return from a few steps into the end zone. And only able to get this to the 19, so probably should have opted for the touchback. Ten now, down inside the 20. Throwing to start the drive. Staley. He finds his man Johnson. This will be a short gain of 3 before he's brought down at the 22.
Brandon, perfect defense in this situation would have meant that there was an incompletion. They would have picked it off. Okay, so they gave up the completion. But I really enjoyed watching how the defense stayed in sync, stayed in great communication, and as he dragged across each zone, you see him pointing, communicating. There he is, and they passed him off to each defender. Ended up making a nice play, even though it was complete.
Oh, that's into a double team, and it's intercepted. It's Kyler Duggar who picks it, and the Pats are going to have it here as they'll start at their own 24-yard line. What a start defensively. Your offense goes out, gets the touchdown, and then you get the interception. Just perfect.
How about the discipline that they showed on defense? Because after the offense scored to go up 7-zip, you would think they might be a little extra aggressive trying to get back at them. Instead, they read their keys well. When they took the shot downfield, they were more than prepared for that one.
And they'll start on the ground with Heinz. And just no chance of turning the corner. He can only get back to the line of scrimmage. 2nd and 10 coming up. Looked like he was trying to bounce it outside, but no success.
Yeah, sometimes you got to just figure out where you're going to go, and sometimes you just have to take it to another spot. In trying to get it outside, the defensive pursuit was there and just ran. How about this offense already feeling good about themselves with a touchdown already in their first drive? They've certainly come out firing, even though that one was incomplete. Go ahead and try and press your advantage.
They come up to the line now facing a 3rd and 10 after the incompletion. Fields. He hits his target, Lockett. And they work this well upfield across the... A nice pickup of 23 on the third down conversion. And they're well past midfield, just a yard or two shy of the 40. Operating out of Steeler territory now. Here's 1st and 10 at the 41. Fields throw into the hands of Henry here. And he's going to get this inside the 30. Back-to-back nice gains. That one for 14 yards and another first. Had the offense humming on the first drive. Not much has changed here on drive number 2.
No, and I think a lot of times confidence just really kicks in for a team. They may have been confident going into the game, but once you prove it on a drive, it's hard to get out of that mindset, isn't it? And look, let's face it, we can always lock in on the skill position, guys. But those big fellas up front, they're really making this offense go early in the game.
And they are able to stop him, but he does take it all the way to the 2. A good pickup there, 26 yards. Fields tapping it forward, jet sweep. And he is in. Touchdown, New England. Nyheim Hines with touchdown number 27. That ties Priest Holmes for the 3rd most in a single year. And the Patriots lead this now 13-0 here in the opening quarter of the ball game. Extra point up and through, and it's now 14-0. Bailey now to kick it away after the touchdown. This is going to be returned from the middle of the end zone. And no return here from Westbrook. This will be a touchback. The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive. As the season winds down and you look at them in totality, you know, the offense has struggled. The defense has been pretty good, so I would imagine the changes this offseason may be more on the offensive side of the ball.
And this is where we always hear the term complementary football, because as you noted, the defense has played well enough for them to win games, and the offense has held them back. So they've got to reward that defense by improving on offense. I don't know if you make a change at quarterback, running back, tight end. It doesn't matter. Get better players, better system, so they can play to the standards of the defense, and the win column will result.
Nothing open downfield, so he'll throw it away. And this passing game's whole offense really didn't show up in the loss last week, and it hasn't started all that great here either.
Yeah, and they can't let that incompletion become an uh-oh moment. Like, oh boy, here we go again, just like last week. Each game is its own entity, treated as such.
You better bring it. Buffalo 18. 45. Mike, 45. Hey, what?
And they'll run for the first time with Najee Harris. And he won't be close to a first down as he runs into a wall right around the line of scrimmage. On 4th down, here's Presley Harvin on to punt. And just a single punt for him in the loss last week as he sends this one away. 43 yards on the punt, 7-yard return, and the Patriots take over. The Pats at the line, ready to go. And they, on paper, Charles, no doubt they have the edge in this one. They are sitting with the AFC elite, and on the other side, they're down toward the bottom of the AFC. But you know what they say, especially at this point in the season, watch out for a trap game.
And in doing so, I would take my game plan and condense it. I would rely on my fundamentals, the fact that my players are probably just better, and not try and do too much, do just enough to win the game. And on the other side of the field, I'm doing everything. Every trick play I can think of, every different formation, you name it, I'm throwing it at them in order to try and get the upset win.
It'll go as a loss of a yard, so now they deal with 3rd and 11. On play action, Fields. And he will find his man Sutton. That's complete. And they'll get this well past midfield before being stopped just before the 35. They give him 27 yards on the 3rd down conversion. Operating out of Steeler territory now. Here's 1st and 10 at the 36. Back to throw, Fields. He'll find Sutton on the right side, complete. A gain of 6 there on 1st.
It's a pickup of 6. Brings up 2nd and 4 at the 31-yard line.
On 2nd down, there's the option going left. And maybe shades in the steel curtain here as the Steeler defense drops him behind the line again. That's going to go down as a loss of 5, and it brings up 3rd down. Here's Fields. And he's going to be taken down. Pressure gets there back at the 39-yard line. So coming on now is the field goal unit. They're going to try for 3, and he'll need all the leg he's got here. 14-0 the score. This is the NFL on EA Sports. And his kick is good. He got every bit of that one as it's good from 56 yards out. So as it turns out, that sack doesn't wind up costing them, Charles. They at least get points, get 3 of them.
Yeah, that's where your kicker can really come to your rescue because, you know, after the sack, there was a little consternation there. Are we out of field goal range? Are we going to be able to get 3? In this case, he stepped right up and gave them exactly what they needed.
Taken at the goal line. And he will make it to the 20-yard line and no further.
The Steelers take over 1st and 10 at their own 20-yard line.
The Pittsburgh offense at the line to start their next drive. Not only are they in search of their first score, they're in search of their first down in this ball game as they come up 1st and 10. And he is swallowed up right at the line of scrimmage. Officially no gain on the play, and it's 2nd down. Looking to throw. Staley. He's going to go for a big play downfield. This is intercepted. Picked off by Nasir Adderley. And the Patriots are going to get the football back at their own 17. Second interception for him now here in this first half. And you got to think he's a rookie, Charles. How much does confidence start to become a factor?
I think that's a great question because that's what they're going to check on when he gets to the sidelines. The coach is going to check on it. His teammates are going to check on it because when you haven't done it before, it's not something that's part of you. You got to see how you're going to react. Let's see how he bounces back.
Yeah, because 2 interceptions for him in college and a half. I mean, that just didn't happen. And they'll get him down after a pickup of 8, 2nd and 2.
First play of the drive, let's give credit all around. Excellent blocking, But the guy carrying the ball, he was the finisher. A really nice run.
Eight yards the gain on that last run. Here's second and a couple. To throw is Fields. Open man, the tight end Henry. And down he goes, but he takes it up to the 40. Third catch of this first half for him, and this one is a first down. They'll fake the handoff. Now Fields. He'll get this to his tight end. It's Jonnu Smith. And he takes this one down almost all the way to the 30. 28 yards the gain there on the catch and run.
Man coverage on the left side, so I really like the design of this play because they opened up the field and brought their tight end the other way on a crossing route. That's a lot of ground to cover if you're a defender. I've been there before, unable to stay with his man there.
And running room scarce here. He's going to be stopped in his tracks at the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play. It'll be second down.
The running lanes have definitely not been there for him here in the first half, and I don't think it's all been his fault. His offensive line hasn't given him much space. A loss results there.
Second and 10. A very chilly day here, but no snow. And I got to say, if it's going to be this cold, I want snow. You should see Charles' face. He's looking at me. All right, rifles one, and that's going to be intercepted. Picked off by Akello Witherspoon. And the Steelers are going to take over at their own 30-yard line. CD, I know it's just his second year in the league as a quarterback, but that's going to be one when he flips on the tape. He's like, I shouldn't have thrown that ball.
No doubt about it, and his coaching staff will be emphatic about he shouldn't have thrown that ball. But remember, second year, as you noted, on-the-job training, so he's got to take this feedback that he's getting, negative or otherwise, and turn it into positives moving forward.
The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive. They've shown precious little. The Pats are going to get there. Down he goes.
They just gave up a sack there, and if I'm not mistaken, they gave up 4 last week, didn't they?
Yes. And just looking really porous, aren't they?
They really are, and I'm wondering if they're going to have to start thinking about keeping the tight end in, maybe a back, someone to help assist, because right now, their quarterback's been getting hit a lot in the last couple of games.
And the job becomes twice as difficult now. After the sack, it's second and 20. Back to throw. Staley eluding the pressure right. That's complete to his tight end, Freiermuth. And a loose football. And it's picked up by the Patriots. And his guys are going to take over at the 21-yard line.
Thank goodness for heaters up here. And thank goodness I don't have to carry the football in this game. It's January. It's cold out there. Trying to clutch the football and absorb the hits, not easily done.
Yeah, we saw a product of the elements right there. And he'll maneuver his way forward for about 4. Second and 6.
The passing game's been working quite well so far, but the running game's been a little bit of a struggle, and that's a surprise to me. Typically, when you can throw it, you've opened up lanes for your runners.
He'll get 2 on the keeper, but it becomes now a third down.
Anytime you decide to use your quarterback as a runner, most of the time when you design a play, you're expected to break a little bit bigger than this one, because when you run him on short gains, your risk-reward and him taking hits, I'm not sure that's the payoff they were looking for.
Well, they were handed great starting field position on this drive, but now they face a 3rd and 4. Now, here's a look for the end zone, but that one's going to wind up incomplete.
And that's a nice job there, because you've got to play the ball, not the man when in coverage. That'll keep you away from a lot of needless penalties, and he's able to knock that one away.
And his kick here is good. And the lead now increases to 20-0. So they recovered the fumble, but ultimately could not take advantage of the short field.
Definitely a lost opportunity right there. I mean, they were in prime position to put 6 on the board, ended up settling for 3.
From a yard or 2 deep, here comes a return. And he'll be brought down shy of the 20, so the decision to bring it out of the end zone, not a good one. The Pittsburgh offense at the line to start their next drive. And last time they coughed it up, led to a field goal. They're fortunate that it only led to a field goal, but still, they're not happy about it.
Could you sense the relief, though? when they only gave up the field goal, and they were able to trot back out on the field and start this drive. A little more pep in their step because they didn't cost their team a touchdown, but they know they've got to do it a lot better than they did on the last possession.
The coach will just be relieved, though, if they recoup with a score here, right?
I think the coach would be ecstatic to see them pick themselves back up and now take it downfield and punch in the end zone without turning it over.
On 1st and 10, Staley escaping the pressure right. The completion good. This is Eric Ebron. And he's taken down right at the 45-yard line. A good pickup there, 26 yards. This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. They hand this off to Harris. And the result here, a pickup of 8. Leaves them with 2 to go on 2nd down.
That play wasn't quite as big as the play that preceded it, but still, got to like the way they're moving the football, partner.
Absolutely. Pretty good room to run on that last play.
Yeah, they didn't get a 1st down, but still, you'll take runs like that each and every time, won't you?
Eight yards the tally on that 1st down run. Here's 2nd and 2. Looking to throw. Staley. And this throw incomplete. Now the defender all over him that time, but it's going to lead to 3rd down.
This defense not going to make it easy for you. They're a physical group, and we just saw it there on that play. They came in, made the contact, just as he's trying to haul it in.
After the incompletion, here now, 3rd and 2.
Here I come again. Here I come again. Here I come again. Check back.
Trying to pick it up on the ground with Harris. And Harris is not going to get there. Great work defensively to stop him short. That'll bring up 4th. They had the 8-yard gain on 1st down, but unable to do much from there. And he missed it. It's no good. And this score will stay right where it is. And that's the risk of the long field goal miss here at this stage of the 2nd quarter. You give up great field position.
And that gives them one more opportunity to make something happen and something big. And we've seen crazy stuff happen at the end of halves.
The Pats at the line, ready to go. And with good starting field position and 3 timeouts as well in their pocket, no reason not to try and put a late scoring drive together. Looking for more there on 1st down, but this throw downfield incomplete.
As his old brain remembers, when I see 5 wide receivers on the field as a defender, I know the ball's coming out hot. They expected it and got there and popped it free.
To throw again on 2nd down, Fields. And that falls to the ground, incomplete. A nice job of bodying him up defensively, and now it brings up 3rd down. So back-to-back incompletions, and that has him staring at a 3rd and 10. Fields now to throw. Toward the sideline. Did he keep the feet in? Yes, he got them both down, says the side judge, and that's good enough for a 1st down. A 3rd down gain of 19. So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. Fields throwing again. He's going to air one out. Into a double team, and it's intercepted. Picked up by Minka Fitzpatrick. And the Steelers are going to take over at their own 2-yard line. Well, you know, this offense has had their way for the most time. Maybe they got a little greedy.
Well, it is hard to blame them, isn't it? Because like they said back in the 1980s, greed can be good. Stick with what's been working. For that time, I think you got a little bit too much air under that one, and it turned into a turnover that was much needed by that defense.
Just a yard on the 1st down carry, so it's 2nd and 9.
Well, not a game that you're going to go crazy about, but when you start at your own 2-yard line, any type of space is good for the offensive guys.
Yeah, you just can't go backwards from here. They did it. Now we'll see if they can keep it on schedule here on 2nd down. So at halftime, it's the Patriots with the advantage. as we send you down to Orlando, where Jonathan Coachman has our EA Sports halftime report. Coach.
These two teams making their last-minute adjustments. The second half coming your way from Pittsburgh. And to bring it to you, we go back to Brandon and Charles.
Okay, Coach, thanks as always to you and the gang in Orlando as we welcome everyone back in for quarter number 3. The Steelers going to get the football first here, trailing on the scoreboard as we are back underway on EA Sports. And we'll see a return here from the end zone. And in hindsight, probably should have taken a knee as he only gets this out to the 16-yard line.
At their own 16-yard line.
The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive. And you have to think, Charles, down 3 scores already. They need to play an almost perfect second half to have a solid chance.
And that absolutely starts with finding some way to put together a touchdown drive here. They need to be smart, fast, efficient, get the ball to the end zone, and do it again multiple times in order to have a chance to win this game.
So the opening play of the drive goes backwards. Now they'll come up on 2nd and 12. Operating from the gun, Staley. Over the middle, that's caught by Claypool.
Of course, the catch was nice, but how about what happened after? Able to stay on his feet and gain all that additional yardage. So many of these slot guys, I think, have running back in their background.
This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on 3rd down. Off the play fake, Staley. And that will be incomplete.
Well, this is just a continuation of what we saw in the first half. So much for the fresh start to begin the 3rd quarter. Still off-target throws, no rhythm throwing the football, and obviously no touchdown scored in this game.
His first punt, 45 yards. This looks good as well. On the return, Harris. They'll call it a punt of 44 yards. The return was for 7. And the offense will take over with a new set of downs. The Pats at the line, ready to go. And following the interception, just any interception, are you a little bit more cautious when you start that next drive, or no, you just throw that out the window?
I think you are. I don't think that there's any way you can run back out there and go, totally didn't affect me. Let's just go ahead and be loose with the football again. You're going to take care of it, but you have to be careful about being too cautious because now you can't run any offense at all.
Still want to attack. We'll see how they attack them here. They're backed up here with a 1st and 20 now after the holding penalty. They run the counter. Hines.
Running lanes were at a premium in the first half, but he's able to find some room there, and he's hoping that that's a precursor of a big second half.
17 yards brings up 2nd down.
3 yards remain for 2nd down. Now Fields. Throw left side complete. That's Lewis. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. A 10-yard pickup, and it's enough for a Patriot 1st down. A play fake, now Fields to throw. He's going to look downfield for Henry. It's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect.
When you look at the scoreboard, you'd think they'd be pretty comfortable right now with this lead, but these guys are absolutely not going to let up. They want to increase their lead, and they want to do it with a big play. Unable to connect in that attempt.
On 2nd down now, it's Hines. 4 yards the gain, and it'll bring up a 3rd down.
That 2nd down play call was not to pick up the 1st down. It was to accomplish what they did to get them into a manageable 3rd down because they had incompletion on 1st down, so they were behind the sticks, so to speak. They needed to make up some ground, and they did.
Throwing on third down, Fields. And that ball incomplete, nearly intercepted. Took a chance with that one. It'll lead to a fourth down. The Patriots send out their punter, as he should be able to pin him back deep here with his first punt. And he'll get this away into the icy winter air. That'll go as a punt of 34 yards that time. And the Steelers are going to take over 1st and 10 deep in their own territory. The Pittsburgh offense at the line to start their next drive. And 3 and out on the last drive. No points on the scoreboard. A little soul-searching now?
I would say so, and they need to help out their defense a little bit. They've had to be on the field a lot more than normal, put them in some tough spots. But what's the old adage? When you get another chance, it gives you a better chance to do it right.
Working with 2nd and 5 now. From the gun, Staley. And he'll be hit as he releases it, and that'll fall incomplete.
Maybe a little frustration starting to creep in. The offensive line hasn't done a great job of protecting him in this game, and there he was, hit again as he threw it.
Yeah, another time on his backside, probably starting to get a little frustrated.
Got to keep his composure. Can't let the defense know that they're getting to him.
45 to Mike, 45 to Mike. Let's go, D.
On third down, here's Harris. Call it a gain of 7, and it gets him a new set of downs.
I definitely like the play call. You don't expect it on 3rd and 5, 3rd and 6, do you? You expect a pass play. Had a little courage there to call the run, and boy, they were successful.
Throwing on first down, Staley. It's brought in by Harris. Room here to run. They'll take this to the other side of midfield before going out of bounds. Give him 30 yards there.
And that might be exactly what they needed to wake up this home crowd. They haven't given them much to cheer for so far, and never underestimate the effect the home crowd with you can have on a game.
So the line of scrimmage moves all the way across the 50 now as they come up 1st and 10. They'll get this quickly out to Claypool. And he is tackled inside the 40, not quite to the 35. They get 10 more there, and I believe that'll be enough for another first down. It will.
1st and 10 at the 36-yard line.
Operating from the gun, Staley. Flush to his right. Open man, completes it to Claypool. And he'll get this one down to about the 20-yard line. Back-to-back receptions for him, and it's another first down.
1st and 10 at the 20-yard line.
On the give, this is Harris. And good downhill running. He's got 6 yards down to the 13.
That's a really nice job by them picking up the run blitz and detecting it and blocking it and turning it into a nice run. And a lot of times you think if you blitz a running play, you're going to smother it. But a lot of the blitzers, they come in a little bit high. They don't have great leverage, and they're easily blocked and turned to the side.
Oh, hit as he throws there, incomplete.
The frustration is definitely setting in because they've thrown it to him over and over, unable to come up with a catch thus far.
I think he knew he would have his challenges against his secondary. I don't think he saw a goose egg at this point in the game. On third down, Harris. And he's going to take it in for a Steeler touchdown. Najee Harris, his 11th touchdown of the year. And the Steelers are able to cut into this deficit here in the final minute of the third. Boswell good with the extra point, and that cuts this lead down to 13. Boswell now to kick it away after the touchdown. And that one carries out of the side of the end zone here, so it's a touchback and bring it out to the 25. The Pats at the line, ready to go. Their lead down to 2 scores after the touchdown a moment ago as they start with a 1st and 10. They'll start with the option. And he will lose yardage and be backed up to the 24. He'll lose a yard there, and it's 2nd and 11.
I'm getting a sense that the momentum of this game is changing since the break. Nice play there, and this D is fired up.
A loss of a yard there to start out. That leads to a 2nd and 11. Now it's Fields. And that one incomplete. They try to sneak in a deep ball with the clock running down, but to no avail as time will expire on this 3rd quarter of play. New England on 3rd down. They've hit 4 of 7. This is 3rd and 11. Play action. It's Fields. He'll let this go deep for Sutton. And it's knocked away and incomplete.
One thing that offensive guys stress when they throw the deep ball, you're just counting on your receiver to find it, adjust before the defensive back can get his head around. In this case, though, the DB matched it move for move and knocked it away.
And here comes Westbrook. 39-yard punt, 6 yards on the return. And the Steelers will go on offense here, 1st and 10. The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive. Their defense was able to force the punt. That's the good news. But this is still a 2-score game, and they need points on this drive and in a relatively quick manner. The 1st down screen pass, good for 5. 4th quarter, every drive so critical, and you figure may only get one more shot after this, so a touchdown's imperative on this drive.
It is, but you also have to think to yourself in play calling, don't hold anything back. Don't save it for the 2nd touchdown. You've got the 1st one for the 2nd one to even matter.
2nd and 5. Back to throw. Staley. He's going to fire one deep over the middle. And he's going to be intercepted a 3rd time. It's Kyler Duggar who picks it. And the Pats are going to have the football here at their own 18-yard line. Certainly not what he was hoping for, Charles. That's now 3 interceptions in this ball game.
But there's a lot of knowledge to be gleaned every time you throw an interception if you do things the right way. And hasn't there been a pretty darn good quarterback along the way who threw a lot of interceptions early, learned from them, and became great later?
Who would that be?
That'd be one Peyton Manning. Threw 28 his rookie year. That's the NFL record. How'd things turn out for him?
I think okay. He's a guy in all the commercials now, right?
Yeah, I think he's doing okay.
47 yards on the ground for him now on 9 carries. Got to figure now after getting that turnover, they're just going to be happy to keep the ball on the ground, right?
This is where covering the football, taking care of the ball, all the ball security terms that have ever been used, they come into play for the guys on offense right now. Just take care of it, and they've got a good chance of ending up winning this game.
So they'll come up 1st and 10 now from the 33. Here's Hines. And they're going to stop him right at the line of scrimmage. Just no cutback lane to be found whatsoever. 2nd and 10. Run blitz there defensively, something we might see more of here in the 4th quarter.
I think we'll see a lot of it, and the difference between that and a pass blitz, you're just trying to get to the quarterback. You're trying to scheme someone open who will get to the QB and make sure he gets on the ground. In a run blitz, you're actually trying to cover up gaps, trying to cover up holes so they can't run the football.
On 2nd down, here's Fields. Open man here, the tight end Henry. And he'll take this to the other side of midfield before going out of bounds. 75 yards receiving for him now. It's a first down. Off play action, Fields. And this one is going to be off the mark, too far out in front.
They've given up a few first downs on this drive, but getting the incompletion there, that should give them something to build on and maybe turn the tide.
An incomplete pass on first down. That leads to a 2nd and 10. Fields tapping it forward, jet sweep. And he picks up about 6 as he gets this down to the 41.
Taken down at the 41. A gain of 6 yards. And it's 3rd down.
New England on 3rd down. They're at 50%, 4 for 8. This is 3rd and 4. Again, Fields. Throwing left side here, and it's complete. And he will have a Patriots first down. They needed 4. He doubled that. He wound up getting 8.
And that pickup of a first down, that's going to leave a mark because they really needed to stop them there, didn't they?
So frustrating. Defensively, you're a play away from getting that football back here. Down late, tough.
Now they've got to find a way to create a turnover or takeaway. Otherwise, this one will probably get away from them.
2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12. Fields. Complete. Hunter Henry with the grab. They get 11 back on that one. It leads to 3rd down.
Another nice pickup through the air, and I think a lot of people might expect them to run the ball in this situation, Brandon, but with this lead, they're electing to throw the football. Swings, slants, quick outs, things that they consider safe.
This will be play number 8 here on the drive. It's 3rd and a yard. Here's Fields. And intercepted. Maybe the turning point they need. Picked up by Minkah Fitzpatrick. And the Steelers are right back in this football game. That is now 7 interceptions between last week and this week. 3 in this game, 4 a week ago.
And I saw the head coach write on his play sheet, make a little note. I hope he's writing self-scout. Bring in the guys that scout games for you with a different eye and watch him and see what's going on, and maybe they can pick up what the flaws are, and hopefully they can correct them.
Trying to shake off the interception from the last drive. He'll look to throw. And this is intercepted, and that should do it. It's Kyler Duggar who picks it. And the Patriots are going to have the short field here as they'll take over right at the 50. So good starting field position for him here as they come up 1st and 10 right at the 50-yard line. Trying to shake off the interception. He'll look to throw. He'll check this down to Hines. He'll be taken down at the 48 for a pickup of 2 yards. On 2nd down, it's Hines. Calling a gain of a couple, and that's going to leave him with a 3rd and about 5. 2 minutes left to play in this football game here on EA Sports. So the Patriots with a football as we get you reset. They've got a 3rd down now as they look for one more first down to help salt this one away. They'll get this one down near the 20-yard line, just shy of the 20. How about 25 yards on 3rd down? They'll take it.
With the kind of game he's had so far, you had to know that on 3rd down that they would be looking his way, and they did, for big yardage and a first down. I think the defense fell asleep at the switch on that one. I would have doubled him, tripled him, anything to keep the ball out of his hands.
Not totally home free yet, but it's looking good as they come up 1st and 10. And he'll be taken down at the 20 after a gain of just 1. The Steelers signal for the second of their timeouts as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next. On second down now, it's Hines. Even with the good move he showed, he'll be brought down short of the 15. Now the Steelers going to use their third and final timeout as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next. Back to throw, Fields. Oh, he bowls over him, and he couldn't quite get there. Tackled down at the 1. They're able to convert on third down, and that sets up a first and goal. A good chance now to put this game on ice. This is first and goal. The Patriots in the victory formation as they'll take the knee.
Kept it in his hands and tried to push it across the goal line himself, but the defensive front wouldn't allow him to do so, bringing up second down and a bit farther.
Back at the 2 now. Here's second and goal. Down to a knee one more time, and that should just about do it.
Well, that's going to bring up a big call now because he was unable to make the play himself on second down. Now you just have to wonder, will they keep the ball in his hands on third down?
So this will wind up a victory for the New England Patriots. And it was a bit of a strange game. They were held scoreless through the entire second half, but their first half output, that's enough to carry them to victory.
And that's an odd game to watch, isn't it? Because when we saw the output in the first half, you think to yourself, okay, they've got something working here. They know what they're doing. They'll continue that along. But instead, it's goose eggs in the second half. Fortunately, enough of a cushion and enough defense to carry them home.
So for the Pats, it'll be a 13th win on the year. And now they'll await the final seeding for the playoffs ahead. Meanwhile, for Pittsburgh, they go out with a bit of a whimper as they wrap up a very trying 4-13 campaign. And this front office will have plenty of work to do in the draft and through free agency to turn this ship around.